What's happening, everybody? This is my 2008 Honda Foreman 500, and I was plowing snow last week with it, and it started really high idle. I mean, like 2,500 to 3,000 RPM. It wouldn't let me shift gears. Finally, I did get it in neutral after I got it here next to the garage, and I figured, if I can't figure it out, I'd bring the trailer down and take the plow off of it and take it to the shop. But it sat too long a couple years ago and gummed up the carburetor. We cleaned it out, put it back on, and it run all right. I mean, it didn't run great, but it run good enough to ride around. So I took and bought a new carburetor for it and put it on. All was going fine. A couple different times it went to high idle, but I adjusted the idle screw and it brought it back down. Well, this last time that it did it, the neutral light was flashing real fast, and I counted the flashes, and it was 13 flashes. I got online, I looked it up, and it said throttle position sensor. So I went back down to my buddy's garage that we changed the carburetor. I said, "Hey, you still got that old carburetor laying on the bench?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I think it's back there." I said, "Can I grab it?" And he goes, "Yep." So I took and the factory carb had like rivet screws. They had like rivet heads, but they were screws that went into the side, and I had to grind them off. This is the one that came on this carburetor, and I had to grind those screws off, and these on the replacement carburetor were tamper-proof Torx. Well, I couldn't find my set, so I had to run to the hardware store and buy another screwdriver set. So I changed it, put it back together, and started it up, and now it's not flashing, and it lets me shift. So let's see here. Choke it. So it seems to be better. I mean, it is letting me at least go into gear. So I'm going to throw the seat back on it, throw my gloves on, and finish Dad's driveway. I got the bottom road from the garage done. I got it out to, the town doesn't hardly do shit around here. So the last 3 times that they were in here, they run over different shit. So they just quit coming in. So they hit his mailbox twice. They ripped out the catch basin and the dip in between this house and the other one. And they just quit coming in because they kept screwing shit up. So it's up to me to keep everything decent now, and I didn't get to do the driveway because this thing was screwing up. So I'm gonna hop on it and get some shit done. I'll catch you later.